I want to tell you a story today, a true story. Two schools, same city, same board, same fees, same kind of neighborhood, same kind of parents. 5 years ago, both schools had around 400 students. Today, one school has 1100 students, a waiting list, teachers who have stayed for years, parents who refer other parents. The other school still has 400 students, high teacher turnover, constant parent complaints. The principal changes, same city, same fees, same starting point, completely different outcomes. I spent time inside both schools, and today I'm going to tell you exactly what made the difference. Because if you are a principal, a school owner, or an academic coordinator watching this, what I am about to share is the most important thing you will hear this new session. Let me tell you about school A first. When I walked in, the first thing I noticed was not the building, it was not the display boards, it was not even the students, it was the coordinator. She was sitting at a desk at 7:15 in the morning, not running around, not firefighting. She was reviewing something on her laptop. Calmly, purposefully, I asked her, "What are you doing?" She said, "I am checking last week's academic tracker before the principal's Monday review meeting." I said, "What does that tracker show you?" She said, "Which classes are behind on syllabus? Which teachers have not submitted lesson plans? Which students have been flagged as weak in the first assessment? And what corrective actions are already in place?" I asked, "Does this happen every Monday?" She said, "Every Monday, without fail, for the last 3 years." I walked into the principal's office after that. The principal did not ask me, "So, how do you think we are doing?" She already knew how she was doing because the data told her. Every single week, that school did not grow because of luck. It did not grow because of marketing. It did not grow because of a fancy building. It grew because every Monday morning, the right people were looking at the right information and taking the right decision. That's it. That is the whole secret. Now, let me tell you about School B. When I walked in, the coordinator was standing at the gate managing traffic because the security guard had not come in that day. By the time I sat down with her, she had already handled a parent complaint, reminded three teachers about their lesson plans verbally, and sorted out a timetable clash for a substitute. I asked her, "Do you have an academic tracker?" She said, "We track everything. I keep it all here." And she pointed to her head. I asked her, "What is your syllabus completion rate for grade 7 science right now?" Silence. I asked her, "How many weak students have been identified in class 4 this term?" She said, "I know they are who they are. I just have not written it down." I asked, "When did you last do a classroom observation?" And said, "I think it was sometime in March, but I have been meaning to." This coordinator was not lazy. I want to be very clear about that. She was exhausted. She was doing everything, and nothing was being measured, nothing was being tracked, nothing was being reviewed. She was running the school entirely on effort and memory. And effort and memory are not systems. When she's absent, the school does not know what to do. When a parent asks a hard question, the principal has no data to answer with. When the owner asks, "Why are results not improving?" Nobody has an honest answer because nobody has been measuring anything. That school is not struggling because of bad people. It is struggling because of missing systems. So, what exactly did school A have that school B did not? Three things, only three things. And I want every principal and school owner watching this to write these down. Number one, a weekly academic tracker, not a register that sits in a shelf, not a verbal update in a corridor, a live tracker updated every week that shows syllabus completion class by class, lesson plan submission, week student identification, assessment status, and teacher performance. When you have this in your Monday morning meeting, it takes 20 minutes, and every decision is based on fact, not feeling. When you do not have this, your Monday morning meeting takes 2 hours and still ends with, let us see how it goes. Number two, a coordinator with clear KRAs. In school A, the coordinator knew exactly what she was responsible for. She had monthly KPIs. She measured herself against them. She did not wait for the principal to tell her what to focus on. In school B, the coordinator was responsible for everything and accountable for nothing because nobody had ever sat down and defined what does success look like for you. A coordinator without KRAs is like a teacher without a syllabus. She works hard, but the destination is unclear. Number three, a monthly review system. School A had a structured monthly academic review meeting. Fixed date, fixed agenda, fixed attendees, coordinator presents the data, principal reviews deviations, action items are assigned, follow up happens in the next meeting. School B had meetings too, but they were reactive, called when something went wrong, no fixed agenda, no data presented, no action items documented. One school was preventing fires, the other school was always putting them out. The difference between these two schools was not talent, it was not resources, it was not even leadership style, it was measurement, documentation, review, three habits consistently practiced every single week. Schools reopened yesterday across India. Right now, every principal is busy, every coordinator is running, every teacher is settling in. And somewhere in the chaos of first week, the system's conversation gets pushed to let us set this up once things settle down. I've been hearing that sentence for 3 decades. Things never settle down in a school. You know that. I know that. The only way systems get built is if someone decides we are doing this now, this week, this month, not when it is comfortable. Now, because here is what I have seen happen again and again. The school that builds its system in July reviews them in September and corrects course in November. That school ends the year with results it is proud of. The school that says, let us wait till things get settled, is still saying the same thing in March, and March comes with results that nobody is proud of, and fingers pointed in every direction. I do not want that for your school. You did not become a principal or a school owner to manage chaos. You became one because you believed education can change a child's life. But education can only change lives when the systems behind it are strong enough to hold everything together. School A understood that, and their 1100 students and their waiting list are the proof. Now I have built exactly the systems I described today. A ready to use academic tracker, a coordinator KRA framework, a monthly review meeting format, a classroom observation register, an academic improvement action plan. Everything that school A had built, designed, and ready for your school to implement from this Monday. You do not have to build it from scratch, you just have to implement it. And it is completely editable, designed specially for Indian schools. And if you are watching this and thinking, my school needs more than a framework, I need someone to actually come in and build this with my team. My consultancy details are also in the description because some schools need documents and some schools need someone to sit with their team and build the culture that makes those documents actually work. I do both. So I'm Alka Patta, 3 decades of school leadership, and I am still here because this work matters. Go build your systems this session. Your students deserve a school that knows exactly where it is going. See you in the next video. Take care.